Luis Buñuel's Las Hurdes, also known as Land Without Bread, is a haunting and unflinching documentary that explores the harsh living conditions of the impoverished community of Las Hurdes, a remote and isolated region in Spain. The film offers a scathing critique of the Spanish government's neglect of its own people, and the devastating impact of poverty on a community. The film opens with a prologue that sets the tone for what is to come. Buñuel states that he is going to present the documentary without any commentary or embellishment, allowing the images to speak for themselves. This approach makes the film all the more powerful, as the stark reality of life in Las Hurdes is presented without any filter. The documentary takes the viewer on a journey through the region, showcasing the barren landscapes, dilapidated buildings, and the impoverished people who inhabit the area. The film's black and white imagery adds to the bleak and somber atmosphere, and the haunting score by composer Darius Milhaud only adds to the sense of unease. Buñuel's camera captures the everyday struggles of the people of Las Hurdes, from the backbreaking work of collecting honey to the desperate search for food in the rocky terrain. The film also highlights the medical and social issues that the people face, such as malnutrition, disease, and lack of education. One of the most striking scenes in the film is the depiction of a funeral procession. The camera follows the mourners as they carry the coffin through the rugged terrain, highlighting the difficulty and danger of navigating the landscape. The scene is a powerful commentary on the isolation and neglect of the region, where even the most basic rites of passage are fraught with difficulty. Despite the bleak subject matter, Las Hurdes is not without its moments of dark humor. Buñuel inserts several surreal and absurdist scenes throughout the documentary, such as a group of men repeatedly falling down a steep hill and a donkey that appears to be standing on its hind legs. These moments provide a brief respite from the relentless poverty and hardship that the film portrays. Director Luis Buñuel filmed Las Hurdes in 1932, at a time when he was living in Spain and was still relatively unknown as a filmmaker. Buñuel had been influenced by the surrealists and their fascination with the irrational and the bizarre, and he wanted to create a film that would challenge traditional documentary conventions. The region of Las Hurdes, located in the northwest of Spain, was one of the poorest and most isolated areas of the country. The people of Las Hurdes lived in extreme poverty, with little access to healthcare, education, or even basic sanitation. The film highlights the region's harsh living conditions and the struggles of the people who inhabit it. Buñuel's approach to filming Las Hurdes was highly innovative for its time. He used a mix of static shots and handheld cameras to create a documentary style that was raw and unpolished. He also used voiceover narration sparingly, allowing the images to speak for themselves. Las Hurdes was initially banned in Spain due to its unflinching portrayal of poverty and the government's neglect of its own people. The film was seen as a direct challenge to the fascist regime of General Franco, who saw the film as a threat to his power. Despite this, the film gained international acclaim and was hailed as a masterpiece of documentary filmmaking. In recent years, Las Hurdes has come under criticism for its depiction of the people of the region. Some critics have argued that the film perpetuates stereotypes of poverty and exoticizes the region, portraying the people of Las Hurdes as primitive and backward. However, others argue that the film is a powerful critique of social and political inequality and remains a relevant and important work of cinema. Today, the region of Las Hurdes has undergone significant changes and improvements in living conditions, although it still faces economic and social challenges. The region is now home to a thriving tourism industry, with visitors attracted by the area's natural beauty, cultural heritage, and unique traditions. The local government has implemented a number of programs aimed at boosting economic development and improving the quality of life for residents. These initiatives have included investment in infrastructure, education, and healthcare, as well as support for small businesses and agricultural development. However, despite these efforts, Las Hurdes still faces significant economic and social challenges. The region has a relatively low population density, and many residents continue to face poverty and unemployment. In addition, the area is vulnerable to environmental and climate-related issues, such as droughts and wildfires, which can have a devastating impact on local communities. One of the most striking aspects of the film is its use of surreal and dreamlike imagery to depict the harsh realities of life in Las Hurdes. For example, Buñuel includes scenes of goats falling off cliffs, children playing with dead animals, and a man attempting to extract honey from a beehive using his bare hands. These scenes are often juxtaposed with serene shots of the region's natural landscape, creating a jarring and unsettling effect. The film's use of voice-over narration is also noteworthy. The narrator speaks in a detached and clinical tone, describing the region's poverty and isolation in a matter-of-fact way. However, the narration also includes moments of poetic language and metaphor, adding to the film's dreamlike quality. Las Hurdes was controversial not only for its content, but also for its unconventional style. At the time of its release, the film challenged established documentary conventions, such as the use of authoritative narration and the avoidance of jump cuts and handheld camera work. This made it a highly influential work, inspiring later generations of documentary filmmakers to experiment with form and content. The film's legacy extends beyond the world of cinema. In addition to its impact on documentary filmmaking, Las Hurdes was also influential in the field of anthropology. The film's portrayal of a remote and isolated community sparked debates about the ethics of observing and representing other cultures, and led to a greater awareness of the need for sensitivity and reflexivity in ethnographic research. In recent years, there has been renewed interest in the legacy of Las Hurdes and its impact on Spanish cinema and society. The film is now widely regarded as a landmark work of documentary filmmaking, and it continues to inspire filmmakers and artists around the world. Despite its controversial and divisive legacy, Las Hurdes remains a powerful and thought-provoking commentary on poverty, inequality, and the struggle for social justice. In conclusion, Las Hurdes is a powerful and thought-provoking documentary that sheds light on a forgotten community and exposes the harsh realities of poverty. Buñuel's unflinching approach and stark imagery make for a haunting viewing experience that lingers long after the film has ended. The documentary is a testament to the power of cinema to shine a light on the darkest corners of our world and spark conversations about social injustice. In recent years, there has been renewed interest in the legacy of Las Hurdes and its impact on Spanish cinema and society. The film is now widely regarded as a landmark work of documentary filmmaking, and it continues to inspire filmmakers and artists around the world. Despite its controversial and divisive legacy, Las Hurdes remains a powerful and thought-provoking commentary on poverty, inequality, and the struggle for social justice. In conclusion, Las Hurdes is a powerful and thought-provoking documentary that sheds light on a forgotten community, and exposes the harsh realities of poverty. Buñuel's unflinching approach and stark imagery make for a haunting viewing experience that lingers long after the film has ended. The documentary is a testament to the power of cinema to shine a light on the darkest corners of our world, and spark conversations about social injustice.